keep the black.
But today when we talk about work life here and how it can be hazardous to
Yeah,
your
that's
health.
true.
But like facts, like you could like some people you might got that one owner or somebody manager who they
Nah,
can't never take responsibility for what they do. Cause like me, like I ain't even going to stunt right now. I'm having a horrible time at my job. Yeah, you feel me? Cause it's like not even going to stunt. Yeah, it's just weird. Like I low key think the place I work with is like low key racist. Not going to stunt due to the fact that if I was to do like a no call no show for a whole week, you know for a fact that's grounds for termination. But we got this Hispanic guy
Hey, bro.
who can do what he want, and it's like nothing happens to him, and the owner's like, oh
Hey,
well,
Jay.
it's a slap on the
I'm
wrist.
about to rub my hands like Birdman in this video.
They can hear you saying
I know
that.
what you
like,
asked.
yeah, but it's like it's just weird. But like every time I like call it out, it's like, oh well, it's not this, it's not that. My thing is like, yo, I know sometimes I be messing up, yo. But my thing is like, yo, make it fair, yo, cause don't do for one and not the other, yo. Especially since he only been there for a month and he only worked exactly like 7 days the whole entire time he's been there. Like he doesn't even call the owner or the managers when he's not coming in. Like I remember one time, yo, like dead ass, like we called him because he was late, and he came in and was like, "Oh, y'all cock blocking. I was getting some pussy," and I'm like, "But you had a job to do, bro." Like my thing is, you can't beat me, so I don't even know. Like I don't even care. But you can't let these punk ass jobs like you gotta know your worth. For one, getting paid like $10, $12 an hour, bro, that's not your worth. You get paid 10, 12 hours. The government's gonna take 7% of what you're doing. Plus your state's probably gonna take 3%. That's 10% of what you're making right there. Then rent is like $800. Like, bro, you're barely surviving, yeah. Like it's just sad. Then we go to college for what? Like to work some more, huh? Like that's bull crap. But yet the way to make fast money is also the way to end up in jail. So what do? You think of a hustle that's not gonna, you know,
become your own boss, bro. Whatever.
basically that's why I do YouTube.
Find the hustle that's not going to affect your life
Mm.
in a
You feel me?
bad way.
Like, yeah, because them people that y'all be around, I be like, oh yeah, I ain't scared to go to jail.
It's
I
just telling
am.
you to
Like you feel
hustle
me? So
because you don't love you.
yeah, like you feel me? Like anytime one of your friends be like, bro, like you being a punk, bro, you shouldn't be scared to go to jail, bro.
That don't mean you should be
You
scared to
should
go
be
to
very
jail,
scared because they gonna be taking butthole in there, bro, and you
It ain't
and
just about
bro. It
that. You
ain't
should
no
be scared because
joke.
the people that's
you
telling
feel
you that don't
yeah.
love you 9
They
times
don't
out of 10 and they
care.
ain't going to be there for you.
Like yo, like most of us work because we feel like that's what we have to do.
It
But
is
then
what we have to
it
do,
is because
but
we have to survive. Like, but it's
Yeah, you
also
need
like,
money to survive,
but
so.
it's always like you gonna have that one person that's gonna push you to the edge where you feel like, bro, it's worth me just beating the living crap out of you and taking consequences. But then you also got to think about like, what about if I do this? Like, what's the long term consequences? Then you know every time you put that job on the application, they're gonna be like, oh well, he fought a couple of employees here. You don't want that, and it's like owners can't never take responsibility for what they do. They it's I don't care. No one say it's their job to figure out how to blame you like on doing that because they don't want to do it. But I can honestly be true. If I wanted to, I can blast my job, yeah, for
But it,
everything that's going on, like IRS and all types of shit.
but it also boiled down to like what do you have to lose? Because somebody might have less than you to lose. You feel what I'm saying? They see that you know what I'm saying, got more shit to actually lose, so
and some people don't
they gonna
realize
try to
what
drag
they're
you
doing.
down. You feel what I'm saying? Because some niggas got less to lose.
And
They got
some
less than you to lose or something.
some people like, but with you putting your job on blast and shit like that, bro.
But I
It's
don't
like,
care.
no, I'm just saying it would affect other people, not just you. You got to think about the people who just working to work to survive. Now they out of a job. Now they under suspicion because what? You,
Yeah, it's like working for a corrupt crime boss. You feel me?
yeah.
But the only thing I'm gonna say is, don't let no job control you. Like, if you feel like you can't handle no more, you'll walk out. Just like I tell people when it comes to their classes, like, if you cannot control a class, yo, and it's getting too overwhelming, drop that class until you're able to do it. Like, You putting unnecessary stress on you is going to kill you. Like, and your job don't care about that. Like I got like my job always talking about, oh, like I don't have tough skin. I'm letting stuff get to me, but it's like I do got tough skin because if I didn't, dead ass sure it'd be a whole different problem. It's I look at work like being in a relationship. Do I really need you? Do I want you? Or is you just here for the time? And everybody I talk to is just here for the time. If y'all got anything to say it. Cause you know like I fuck with y'all heavy. Y'all been here since day one. Like I think y'all are almost like my conscience for real, for real.
I got a lot to say. Follow me right now.
ASAP. Hurry up.
I
Drop
ain't
that
bad no
like.
game. Smash the like button. Y'all know what it is. And subscribe. If
Y'all think about getting
you
a.
ain't already subscribed.
But I do want to ask y'all a question. Like, do y'all think tattoos should like really affect your job performance? Like, do you feel like if you go into a job and you know you're qualified but you have tattoos, do you feel like that should be like a no go? You think that should be held against you?
No, because tattoos are a modern day thing. It's a trend.
Unless it's a
now.
gang tap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it depends on what the tattoo is and what's showing is what
And
it's
I ain't
symbolizing.
gonna be biased to my gang niggas. Even though I ain't in the gang, but I got gang member friends and family. So I ain't gonna be biased. I ain't gonna be a contradiction. I ain't gonna contradict myself or none of that. You feel what I'm saying? It's just when
I
you
was
try
so
to go into
confused
certain
for a second.
places, you feel me?
I'm not gonna lie, I was too. Yeah,
It's over.
I
You
didn't
feel
know.
me?
I didn't know where he was getting at with
I
that.
didn't know where the conversation
I'm
was
just
going.
saying, like, if you got gang tattoos, man, hey.
No, I got like.
Hey, you should at least be able to cover them up.
Yeah.
No, because even if I feel like they're on your hand, you feel me? It's a mistake that you
No.
did when you were younger. Like,
I'm talking about a gang tag.
yeah, a gang tag, yeah. But I feel like a lot of jobs, when you're qualified for something, they still
Well,
be like,
yeah.
they're like, oh no, you know, like man, yo, like my tattoos aren't hurting no one. You feel me? You're in there to buy something, to eat something, or anything. You're not in there to look at my tattoos, like.
It doesn't matter about
Like,
that.
look,
Presentation is key
It
in
is,
the
it is
modern day
key.
world.
It is key.
So,
But at the end of the
but
day,
you
bro,
have
me
to,
having tattoos should
but
not affect.
you gotta understand, they're not gonna look at you. They're not gonna look at a
I'm not
white.
talking about face tattoos.
No, I'm saying they're not gonna look at a white man, even with
Aggressive
face
bait.
tattoos.
That's-
They're
that's-
not gonna look at a white man with face
Stop.
tattoos and a black man with face tattoos. What do you think the world's gonna see? They're gonna see. They're gonna see better in the white man just because he's
Tell
white.
them, Malcolm.
Like no, homies. It's
No,
true,
but
though.
but look, you
The,
know,
the, the
but look, this
modern
one.
day world is ran by a white man. Is if you're not a success, if you're white
Great
and
debate.
if you were
On the
born in a
first
modern
dialogue.
family, you're white. You're gonna have a modern job, and you're gonna live the same lifestyle that your parents did.
Look, only
I
reason,
feel like you're not gonna go outside that box if you're white. With us, with dealing with black people, we already are misjudged. No matter if we're successful black people
Okay.
or poor black people, it does not matter. We're black.
I mean, you right. You got a point though there.
no, look. Only thing I'm saying, because look, I remember I used to work at Toys R Us, right? And they had no problem with me having hand tats. But then I remember I wanted to go work. Like I wanted to go work at Dick's, dead ass like a old lady, Dick's Sporting Goods. An old lady walked in
He was
one.
in a strip club.
An old lady walked in, and I had faith on one of my hands. I had faith and family on my hands. She looked at my hands and was like, "Oh, I
You
don't."
ain't faithful nigga.
She was like, "I don't." She was like, "I don't want you ringing my order up because I'm not a Christian." And I'm like, my hand tattoos never said you had to be Christian. Like I never. It says faith. Like I don't care what you believe in. Like, but then like when my boss pulled me aside and was like, "Oh well, you have a complaint." I'm like, "Wow, like that's crazy," because I felt like my boss should have had my back. But then again, like I worked in a lot of like places who they had no problem with hand
Did they fire
tattoos.
you after that?
No, I ended up quitting. But they had a problem with it. Like I was getting rid of like almost every week for hand tattoos, and it's like I felt like I shouldn't have got in any trouble for it because it was a way I was expressing myself, and at a young age I got it. But then it was like,
It's a deeper situation than that. Bro.
yeah,
But
but
you gotta understand, bro. We're already justified
on that.
as something, and it's something negative.
What you mean
So,
we? You ain't even black. So I know.
I
this,
am
bro.
black,
Just
nigga.
like
Like,
Let me see a lot of.
I am. And I know, but I know I'm like, if the cops stop me, it's like every other black person they stop. They're gonna fear for their lives. They're gonna expect that I have a gun or drugs.
It don't matter how educated you are.
Homies, I could be in a suit and tie and a BMW. Where'd you get that from and why and how?
Yeah, it's hurtful, but then like you gotta.
Like the only black people that have some type of is the celebrities because they're known. Oh
Not
my
even-
God!
not even
Mike-
celebrities.
Yeah, you can't say that
I
right
know.
now.
I mean, but they have more leniency than we do.
Yeah, like no, they kind of do.
Not
They,
nowadays.
No, they kind of don't because if you want to be technical, the celebrities are actually more under a spotlight than we are.
Chris Brown beat somebody up, bro, and he got
Right,
probation.
homies.
Only
And he
reason
got
why
probation.
skated is
And he
because
got-
he had the bread.
Right.
Yeah, so if he-
So let's say
shit out of
facts.
Rihanna,
So let's
bro,
say facts.
homies.
But they picked that up fast as hell though. That's my
But what
point.
I'm saying, he didn't do time for it though. Yeah,
Right.
he got a slap on the wrist.
Because he had the bread.
But that's what I'm saying, and he's
Right,
also
he's a
famous.
celebrity.
So-
No, because Chief keep getting in trouble all the time, bro, and he got bread.
No, but alright, but he basically be skating though.
No, he don't, bro. That nigga, bro,
Bro.
bro.
Bro, he
Alright, but listen to what I'm saying is they do basically be skating. If you as long as you got the bread, you basically straight.
right, nigga, you're.
But what I'm saying is that don't basically give you like they give you a little bit of leniency just because you got the money.
That's
It,
what I'm
it basically
saying.
just give
They
you
have-
enough room to breathe. It give you enough room to breathe. That's it.
It's not fair, yeah.
That's what I'm saying because that's what I'm saying. Like it's not like how people think it is. Like when you got money and you rich and shit. Just because you got money and you rich, you got a bigger spotlight on you. You understand what I'm saying? That's just like how they try to say the presidents and shit is puppets, right?
Yeah, but
Come
they
on, that
still
nigga, if
have
you rich and
leniency.
famous, nigga, you
can
got a
be
bigger
in the
spotlight. You got a bigger target on
How
your
many
back.
times
Nigga,
has
like,
Lindsay
come on,
Lohan done some dumb shit in the
Bro,
spotlight, got
big
arrested, and the next day she comes out of jail?
Big shit.
because she got money, but that's why I said that's the
Right.
that's the
But
money.
she's
Big
also white. I guarantee.
That's why I said if we had money, we'd be able to do the same shit. But like I said, that's the money.
Nigga, it's not just the money.
It is.
It's who you are and who you know. Celebrities know everybody. Celebrities know celebrities. They get with celebrities.
Not,
they
not,
stay
not
in
every
their-
celebrity.
Huh?
Not all the celebrities.
I said good.
Good.
95% of the
grip.
celebrities.
A good grip, but not all.
No, 95% of the celebrities are they're in a group. They stay within their classroom.
Cause I guarantee you, it's one person that would never go to jail no matter what she do ever, and ain't no celebrity ever going to do that shit, nigga. Let a celebrity kill somebody, they ass going right to jail.
Not really.
Well, nah, cause everybody ain't Gucci man.
Nigga,
But
OJ, he went to jail, but guess what? He came right
I'm talking
out.
about Gucci man, but I'm talking about like really killing somebody like on some not on their self defense shit, like just because you want.
OJ, he killed his wife, bro.
And her mistress.
Yeah, bro, and nothing happened to him, bro. He came out like
All right,
a week later.
All right, well look.
Like you said,
Some niggas
OJ.
is exceptions, cause he's hip to probably like the higher ups and shit. Some
Like-
niggas is exceptions, but like I'm talking about like Queen Elizabeth, nigga, like she would never go to jail, like never, no matter. What
I don't know.
she do.
She,
Ain't no shit with no nigga. She run that shit. She run the whole country.
you know, they're not really rich, right?
man, but she would never go to jail. She could kick, man.
Who?
I swear to God, man.
Queen
look that shit
Elizabeth.
up, bro.
Queen Elizabeth?
They're not rich, bro.